Hello and welcome to today's episode of Young and Gifted, here filming in the DESU radio station. My name is Anaya Balcom, and today we are here with
Leah Ross. I'm a sophomore public relations and advertising major here at Delaware State University.
And I'm Ryan Hunter. I am a pre-nursing sophomore here at Delaware State University. And we are
Campus Engagement Interns
for NMDP.
Yeah.
All right, now, so to get into this interview, first, I think everyone wants to know that's listening right now, what is NMDP?
So NMDP, it's National Marrow Donor Program. We're formerly known as Be the Match. So those who are listening, you probably heard about us last year. We changed our name from Be the Match to NMDP, but we did not change our mission. So basically, NMDP, we are trying to help people that have blood cancers such as sickle cell, leukemia, lymphoma, any type of blood cancers. We're trying to help them find their life-saving match. And yeah, so we have a very large registry. I would say over 1 million people. So it's 1 million donors on our registry. What we're trying to do, we're really trying to increase that registry and make it more diverse.
Yeah, so our mission is we find cures and we save lives for those patients, like Leah said. So sickle cell anemia, aplastic anemia, leukemia, lymphomas, non-Hodgkin's as well. And yeah, that's the work that we do.
And that's amazing work. And now, so what initially drew you to want to take part in this amazing opportunity to help others?
For me, what drew me is just the ability to be able to educate students and spread the awareness. A lot of people really don't know about NMDP, and just what drew me is just being able to spread the word and get people to want to save others' lives, just educating people about our mission and getting them educated and aware.
Yeah, definitely. Something I often say is how many people can say that they saved a life, because it's really unique. So NMDP, formerly Be the Match, came to our campus in March of 2023, and I volunteered with them. So when they reached back out to me to be one of the campus engagement interns, I was very excited. So the reason for our change is that we became just a bigger and a better organization and program overall. We were formerly, known as Be the Match or National Marrow Donor Program, but now we have expanded. We are global. We don't only deal in marrow, we deal in peripheral blood stem cells as well. We are not just working with donors, we're working with patients, donors, the hospitals, the physicians. So we've just expanded our organization there and have become really a global leader in cell therapy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And that's amazing work that you guys are doing. And I mean, I honestly, when I first heard about NMDP, it just blew me away, the amazing work that you guys are doing. So now, obviously, one way that somebody can help push NMDP's mission forward is by donating, obviously.
Yeah.
But for those who are unable to donate, but they still want to help you all with your mission, what role can they play?
The role that they can play is just... Well, so we have a volunteer group chat, so they can just be of service to us, to NMDP, and help us, like I said, spread the word and educate. So with our volunteer program, we have, I would say, about 20 people in our team, and what they would do, they would just help us table. We table in the MLK, and they would just try to get people to come to our table and hear about our mission and spread the word.
Yeah, definitely. So here on our college campus, that's how you can. We are also based in communities. When I go back home, I also volunteer at other drives with NMDP. I did that over the summer a little bit. So you can fundraise for us. You can advocate for us by just getting our name out there, going to your, local politicians, just making sure your community knows about us. But here on the college campus, we really use those students to help us reach their friends, their groups that they're in, so that we can just continue to spread the word about NMDP.
That's beautiful. And now, so I know that you mentioned there are a number of different ways that people can donate within NMDP. So are there any differences within the different ways to donate?
Yeah, so the first way to donate is a PBSC donation. So that is a peripheral blood stem cell donation. With that, basically, leading up to the donation, you would have to take a series of shots of filgrastim, and that's just to increase the amount of blood stem cells, because that's what you're donating. You're donating your blood stem cells. A lot of people get confused when they're learning about NMDP. They're thinking they're donating blood. You're not donating blood. You're donating the blood stem cells. So that's what happens during the donation. They're filtering out the stem cells within your bloodstream. And yeah, with that, they would just stick you with the needle, and they would filter out the stem cells. And yeah, that would really be it.
Yeah. So the second way to donate, which is done about 10% of the time, peripheral blood stem cells is done 90, is a bone marrow donation, which is a under anesthesia operation. So it is considered surgical, where they will take a needle and they'll go like in the back of your hip and your pelvic bone. But so both ways to donate, as we tell our potential donors, that they're both outpatient. So you can go home the same day if you have no complications. Bone marrow is usually reserved for our pediatric patients and those affected by sickle cell anemia. But 90% of the time you will be asked to give peripheral blood stem cells. And like Leah said, the donation process is not just like right then and there. It's not just like drop everything, come donate for us. It takes place over sometimes some weeks, and some hours are dedicated to that. So you will take a medicine to, again, increase your blood forming stem cells, and then when you donate, we take what we need and give you back what we don't. So there's no real loss there. And our patients, they report some mild soreness from the medication, having that increase in the blood stem cells, and then just some people say it feels like you slipped and fell and hit your tailbone when you donate the marrow away. But I love to tell everyone, because needles are scary. Even as a nursing major, they are scary. But it's done. Peripheral blood stem cells is done 90% of the time. Mild soreness. They're both outpatient. You go in, you go out, and you saved a life. So what's that to a little bit of soreness?
Yeah, and it would take 20 to 30 hours over a span to 4 to 5 weeks for both donations. So like Ryan said, they're not just going to, once you get called and join the registry, they're not just going to throw you out there. They're going to try to build you up to the process to make sure you're comfortable, you know what you're doing, you're healthy, and you will be okay to do the donation.
Well, so now speaking of donations, because you told us about what the journey looks like for those who do decide to donate. So have either of you had the opportunity to donate with NMDP? And if so, what did that look like?
I have not had the opportunity yet, but I am on the registry. So.
Yes. So one of our common donor stories that we share is the donor of Lauren. She was a senior at Prairie View A&M University, so it's really good for us being here at Delaware State HBCU. She donated when we were Be the Match, but she's still on the registry because it is a lifelong commitment. She donated peripheral blood stem cells. She was able to know the condition and the age of her patient. She donated to a 1-year-old boy. And so that's how, we know, that's how you kind of see firsthand the donation process, because it takes over a certain amount of weeks. It takes time. It's not something quick, fast, and easy. We assess your health. We work with you. We work with your schedule to make sure it's as easy as a process with you. And that story definitely inspired me to, keep on doing the work, make sure I'm passionate about it and filled with it, because, again, how many people can say they saved a life and just with something as easy as similar to giving plasma or platelets, but not the same thing.
Right. So now, because I passed by you guys' table a lot in the Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King Student Center. So with that being said, because I know normally there is a couple of steps that you have to take when you are joining the registry at the table. So for students that might want to, that already have in their head, okay, this is what I want to do, is there any way that they should prepare prior to coming to your table?
To prepare, so what would happen? So when you come to our table, we will give you the whole full out everything. We want to make sure that everybody that comes up to our table may be interested, that they know what they're signing up for, what everything entails. So that's how I would say, to prepare. What would happen is basically you would do a swab test. So we have that at our table. And with the swab kit test, basically, it's just to get your HLA type, which is your tissue type. And what would happen is the student will just take the swab. It's 2 swabs in the envelope. And they would swab their left cheek and their right cheek for 15 seconds each. And literally, that's all you would have to do. And we would send it off to the headquarters, and that would be it. But yeah.
Yeah, so much like Leah said, we have the swab kits in-house here. We'll send them off for you. But I would say coming to our table, just bring any questions that you have. We are well-versed on the topic, but if not, we will definitely direct you to where you can be completely well-versed. Our website, nmdp.org, will list more of the diseases and the disorders that we can treat. 1-800-MARROW-2 is a number that you can call or text to check that you are on the registry. If you have any questions, we have like an automated system. And just what we don't know, we will make sure that you do know when you're done. But yeah, we love the questions, come with questions, because we want to make sure that we are registering committed donors, because you can be called in 2 months, and as little as 2 months, it can be 2 years, it can even be 20 years, because again, it is a lifelong commitment. But we want to make sure that you are, staying up with your contact information, that you're generally healthy, letting us kind of know what's going on. But yeah, so we tell bring on the questions, bring on the people. Like, we would love to talk to like 50 people. Like, of course.
Yeah. And I'm so glad to hear that. And even just speaking to you all now, you can tell how passionate you both are. You can tell how you really took the time out to understand and learn this process, because you guys are just, you are just giving us all the information. You're not leaving anything out. And that is what I love. That's what I think makes the mark of a good interview, and also knowing that you are really about your business. So with that being said, we spoke about how students could prepare to come to your table to swab and be part of the registry. But now for students that want to be in the position that you guys are, basically, that want to work with NMDP, how can they go about, getting into where you guys are right now?
You can start.
Yes, so when we visited in March of 2023, we had a very good volunteer portal, perfect people who would be amazing interns. So I was tapped in October of 2023 to be the intern, and Leah is joining me and kind of like my successor as we go on. Yeah. But we are paid interns with NMDP. We are on a lot of HBCU campuses. We started our HBCU program in 2018, 7 campuses, 7 interns, and we've grown since then. We're in the Eastern region. We're down south. We're at Alabama A&M. We're at FAMU. We're at JSU. We're at Coppin, Bowie, Morgan, us. Like, we have them everywhere. But we're also on other minority serving institutions and PWIs, because, in fact, right now, 25% of our registry is college students. Of our donors, there's college students, because of the work that we're doing on campuses. So I would say be on the lookout for, you could search up like NMDP interns, be on the lookout for any of our job postings, and just stay connected with us as far as the org on campus, with our chapter at Delaware State. Yeah. Try to get on our e-board, ask us about how to, work with us, because they have summer opportunities, they have opportunities of being the intern, because we want to just see our mission being fulfilled, and it can take so many more people. Just love that.
Yeah. I would definitely just keep up to date with us. Follow us on Instagram at NMDP Del State. And if you're interested, I would definitely say just get in contact with us. So.
Okay, and now to circle back to what Ryan, you were talking about, how you said a large majority of those who donate are college students. Is there like a age, requirement to donate? Is there like a, I guess you could say you could start at this age and you'd have to end at this age? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So our sweet spot is between 18 and 40. That's when everything that's inside of you that can help these patients, that's when it's the best. So it is a lifelong commitment, but depending on, when you sign up, however long, that age range is. But for those who may be younger, we actually have an option to pre-register. And for those, I would say I talk to my parents beforehand, because they're, a big factor in my decisions about, what I do still. But, once you have that bodily autonomy, you can. But so we have an option to pre-register. And then, once you age out, there you can still be very involved in the organization. Again, you can still wear the t-shirt, you can advocate, you can volunteer with us, host a registry drive. We just want any and everybody who's willing and able to further our mission, to donate, to speak about us on their behalf. There's still work you can do, whether you're on the registry, you've aged out, or you're not.
Yeah. So we look for people to join that's between, like Ryan said, the sweet spot of 18 and 40. Between that age, you are more likely to have, you're better able to donate. You can get taken off the registry on your 61st birthday. But between that time, you can get taken off whenever you want to. So
so it is. We are completely voluntary.
Yeah.
If you possibly, got a call and you weren't necessarily in the right health or in the right space to donate at that time, you could either elect to just not donate and still stay on the registry, or you can get off. But again, the people that were signing up here, we want to make sure that you are committed, because again, who can say they saved a life? Is a requirement. Everything that's inside of you can help that other person. It's no cost to you. It's no extra, really. It's just everything that you have inside of you can help someone else. So it's really rewarding, both to be working with the company, to be on the registry like Leah is, and that's really why we do our work.
Yeah.
That's great. And now we've spoken about what the process will look like for those that want to work with NMDP, for those who want to donate, for those who might not be able to donate, but they still want to help. So now I want to talk a little bit about you guys. So with that being said, what has the process as a student look like working with NMDP from you guys' perspectives?
So for me, I actually just started working with NMDP about 2 weeks ago. So far, I really enjoy it. Just being able, I kind of see it as fun, like tabling out there in the MOK and talking to people, getting them to know about what we do. I would say it's fun, but definitely like working with NMDP, you really have to be very organized, have good time management skills. And yeah, because it can, I don't know, like, take some of your time up because you have to balance doing schoolwork, organizations, and doing this. But I definitely say I'm really glad to be a part of it because it's really meaningful work. So, yeah.
Definitely. So I've been at the position for about 7-8 months now, which is like crazy to me. But yeah, so even coming from volunteering last spring, I saw the work that we did. I was very interested. And there was a switch between being, like a normal, like repeat volunteer to actually having a full role as a campus engagement intern. But I would say, yes, time management, but also make sure that, your passion and your why for working with us, even volunteering with us, is there so that people around you can feel it, because it's contagious. It is literally life-saving work. It's very fun, being my major, like being a nursing major. That's why I kind of dived into knowing the 2 ways to donate, knowing the HLA typing. So that is the human leukocyte antigen. So it is even more complex than like blood transfusions and matching, blood types, which is why about 70% of our patients cannot find a familial donor. So we go, trying to cut out the middleman, go straight to a stranger donor, because we can have, better chances. So we have the unique outlook on an HBCU campus to try to increase and diversify the registry, because right now African Americans make about 8% of the registry, which is a lot lower than our Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Asian, white counterparts. So our patients have about a 29% chance of finding a match. So we want to increase those chances. And then working with us, we've got to learn a lot about like specific patient stories, donor stories. And the company culture is really good. We feel very supported being in the HBCU program. My supervisor, the program manager, they make sure that even like as students, we are equipped with everything that we will ever need, because they recognize that we are students first, but we also are doing this mission on behalf of them on our college campuses, and they really support us.
And I love that. I love that, they are supporting you. They understand that you guys are college students and you do also have that college life. So with that being said, with your college life, these are two prominent student leaders that we have here talking to you both, talking to you all today. So that being said, because as you can see, well, as I could see at least for the listeners, as they could hear, you guys have to do a lot coming with this position. You have to be able to speak on behalf of the program. You have to be able to be knowledgeable and everything else that comes with that. So with that being said, do you think that the student leader positions that you had prior to this built you up to be able to accomplish this goal?
You can start.
Because you knew I had an answer already. I would say yes, they definitely helped me. Even like some of the work, that I did in high school. Your public speaking kind of has to be on par, just like today. But we go in the classrooms, we're at community events. We talk to our different student orgs here on campus. We table MLK in the College Center downtown. And, we talk to a wide variety of people. We talk to students such as yourself. We talk to our faculty, our staff, the administrators. So that's like one of our duties as one of the campus engagement interns. We are like bridging that gap between, NMDP as a parent organization and our chapter here at Delaware State. So yeah, I'm utilizing everything every day. Like even being a nursing major, not just the health portion of it, but like being able to that patient facing part. Like, you talk to potential donors. We sometimes I've had the chance to meet patients, searching patients and patients who have received their life-saving donations. So yeah, just the time management piece about being in different organizations or leading within those, the public speaking part, the being knowledgeable, like being well-versed in what you're talking about and what you know to educate someone else. That has definitely been a factor and it has helped me.
Yeah, I would say like my past experience have kind of helped me within this position, but I definitely would think like being a campus engagement intern is also an opportunity for growth. Like Ryan said, like public speaking, like you're talking 24/7, it's really going to help you develop your public speaking skills. And that's really something that I'm gaining from working with NMDP is just like my presentation skills, public speaking. And yeah, I definitely think like it's a big opportunity for me to grow my skill sets. So
Definitely.
Yeah, that's great, and I love when you get to be able to be in a position that you're helping others, but you also get to build your skill set.
Yeah.
And now, Ryan, you said something that I found that caught my attention. You said that you guys were able to meet with some of the patients, or at least one of them. So can you touch on how that felt? You're doing this life-saving. Well, you're trying to help bring people in for this life-saving work, and you're contributing to it too. And now being able to see somebody that is in need of help.
Yeah, definitely. So we do patient campaigns. I was a Delaware State cheerleader, so me and my cheer sisters, we did a campaign for a patient, Tyrell. We have an open one right now for a searching patient, Robert Webster. He's a 15-year-old boy. He's in the band, and he loves to swim. He was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia at birth, and that is a disorder that affects African Americans disproportionately. And so with that way, he's still searching for his life-saving match. And the best way to donate for those patients would be bone marrow. Yeah. So we got the chance to meet with him on two separate occasions, and he just spoke about his story, spoke about how his life has kind of been altered by having this disorder. And so hearing that firsthand from a patient's mouth, and like being able to read their stories, like campaign specifically for somebody, like it's not like an unknown person or unknown like different types of people. We have patient campaigns, like meeting them, seeing them, reading their stories really helps, at least my purpose. It probably helps Leah's too. Yeah. And then I know that the people who visit our tables, they definitely like to hear that too. They like to hear both sides of the coin, both donors' stories and their experiences, and then the patients too that they would be saving, because you want to make sure that the work you're doing is good. And like Leah mentioned, the HLA typing is based on ethnicity. So as Black people, we are saving ourselves. We are donating to people who look like us, which that is like a unique thing that NMDP has. And so, it's very rewarding work. And yeah,
definitely rewarding work. Like Ryan said, we had the chance to meet Robert. He had joined one of our meetings and he explained to us like everything, like his story and all. I would definitely say like it really just pushes me harder to keep on doing the work that we do. Definitely a driver. I really like want to like save Robert and all the other patients that are suffering from blood cancers. So definitely like just hearing his story as well as all the other stories definitely just pushes me to keep on doing what I'm doing.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. So now you have really, I've grown and gained a new perspective now for this program. So there might be listeners out there that feel the same way that I do, but they might still be a little nervous about donating. And so what is some advice that you would give them?
Some advice I would definitely say just to keep on like you can visit our website at nmdp.org. Keep staying updated with us, learning more about what it is. Make sure you're prepared and fully knowledge. But one thing that I do tell a lot of people at our table, because a lot of people are afraid of needles or like, oh, I don't know, like I would be interested in saving someone's life, but the whole process just sounds scary. I would say like, yes, the process sounds scary, but it's also temporary. Like with Robert, he's been dealing with sickle cell for 15 years. So since birth, like that's like ongoing pain that he had to endure. But the minor pain that you are receiving with donating is only temporary, and you're able to save that person's life or even prolong it. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Like, just to keep that in mind, that it's temporary. Like, the pain is not going to last forever, and you are saving someone's life. Like Brian said, like, who gets a chance to even say that, oh, I saved someone's life? So,
Yeah, Leah pretty much, summed it up. But if you had any fears, when you go through the donation process, you'll get your call. It's like, let's walk through it. So if you go to our table, scan QR code, sign up on our website, you do the cheek swab, we'll send it off. In about 2 months, not less than, but in about 2 months, you could be called and said that you have a patient match. So then from that time period on, again, that 4 to 6 weeks that we mentioned, you will be working with a coordinator, like a specialist for your case, and alongside the patient, and we will work with your schedule. We work with anything that you might have in your life. Will work around it. Like even as college students, they will work around your school schedule, your class schedule, because there often may be some travel involved based on the transplant centers and availability. But it is no cost to you. The transportation costs, the medical costs, like the facility costs, we handle all of that on behalf of NMDP. We ask that, that you're willing, able, and that you show up on that day to donate. And, like I mentioned, everything you already have is what we need from you to help, save that patient's life. And yeah, it's temporary, but these people have, been battling their pain crises, their diseases, their disorders for their life. And so you just have a chance to just help them and save them. And it's in a unique way, like saving a life. It's just amazing to me.
yeah.
I agree. So with that being said, thank you so much for talking with me today, for enlightening myself and the listeners. We all really appreciate this. So with that being said, this is Anaya and
Leah Ross
And Ryan Hunter.
coming from DESU Radio on the Young and Gifted Show, signing off. Bye.
Thank you for having us.